And I'm just like, no, that's not.
Red flags.
That's not Hot Toddy. That's not me. I don't do that. I'm the guy that does silly voices on a podcast. I don't, and talk about poo stories on this show. I don't do that. So I went through the whole day, and then for the next 48 hours, because remember, I had 2 days off between Monday and Thursday because we crammed 2 days of training into one day. I just sat and thought over and over, went back and forth, and just decided it wasn't for me. So Thursday, I walked in. We had to sit through an entire Zoom meeting with one of the bigwigs of the entire branch, and this is where I knew I was making the right decision, because I sat through that whole thing, because I didn't get a chance to talk to the main guy until after the meeting. This is where I know I was making the right decision, because they came on and was like basically insulting every other career choice. Basically saying that you can't make it anywhere. Why would you want a 9-to-5 job? You're not going to get paid anything. This is what they said. This is the only way to go. That's what they said.
Yeah, as a cult. We are the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
Not to mention, to get his hours, he would have had to work 6 days a week. And starting out, it would have basically all been 2 to 8s.
2 to 8s, 11 to 7s. And it's like, that doesn't sound bad to the untrained ear. But keep in mind, even though it's not really doing anything huge right now, we do run Super Fuzz Productions on YouTube. We make a lot of videos. I make the podcast every week. We do this show,
and I would like to see him,
and I would like to see you. Sometimes this show is pre-recorded and I have to be at home in order to do that, and it was just going to get in the way of a lot of things. Plus it's commission. This thing is a commission job. You get the standard like $10 an hour type thing, but it's also based off of commission. It's where you make a lot of your money. I'm sure I probably could do the job. I have too much of a soul to want to do it. But yeah, that meeting, like I said, that was the thing that really got me when they were like, this is the only way to do it. And they started up a hashtag that they all wanted us to use. Hashtag no days off.
Oh God. Yeah, that's, I would have walked out right then.
And that's when I was like,
that's
yep,
terrible.
I'm making the right choice. Hashtag no days off. One guy came on, was bragging about how he bought a yacht and all this crap.
Yeah, but no days off. What are you going to do with that yacht?
Right.
Like,
and it wasn't literally no days off.
I know, but
they're talking about the
mentality.
Mentality, that grind of work so hard that you don't take any time off. And I'm like, for this, you're pushing cell phone lines to people. Do that for a couple hours and go home. What are you talking about? No days off. So it just bothered me. So yeah, I after that meeting, I just went and quit right after that. So
did you quit to their faces?
I did.
What did they say?
I went to my supervisor and I was like, "Listen, this is not for me. My realm of understanding in terms of business is through marketing and creativity. It's not really about pushing sales. Like I worked in radio, so I know how sales work, and I respect the method, and I respect the choice, the career path, but it's not me. I'm on the other end of that spectrum." And they understood. They were like, "Completely understand. Thanks for coming in." All of that, because he said on our 1 day of training, because there was 4 students, there's 4 of us. Out of the 4 of you, 2 will probably move on. And I'm sitting there thinking, bitch, you don't know how right you are.
That's me.
That's me. I'm going to be one of those people. So, yeah. But it's been a whirlwind week.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I lost a job and unemployment doing this. So, we're off to the next adventure.
But we have 3 interviews lined up for him.
I have 3 job interviews coming up. So,
yay.
We'll see what happens.
For good prospects?
They're good, very good prospects.
I think so.
Yeah. Very good prospects. So we'll
one of them I'm actually kind of excited about is an event coordinator at Main Event, the bowling alley.
Main Event sponsor us, yes.
Yeah. He would be like helping schedule and set up birthday parties and corporate events and all that kind of stuff.
Which is what I did at the station. I was part of the marketing team. That's what we did. So I'm familiar with that. And
the other 2 are the other one is kind of marketing.
And that marketing position is part-time. So I would even have a lot of time to do other things.
And I think they pay like $14 an hour, so which was better than.
And it's one of those things where it's like we're fine financially, but it would help a lot if I could just bring some money in, and so that and I could do that in a part-time job and keep up all of this stuff. So it works. So, but we'll see.
Janelle does is the hashtag no days off.
We don't talk about that. Hey, stand by.
Knoxville's musical tastemakers and rockineers for the last 40 years. We are WUTK 90.3 FM in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's fine. But yeah, there's it's been weird, Pork. It's been weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been an odd week. It really has.
I'm just about to go work at Target. Who cares?
Just make sure you
$24 an hour.
Well, hey, why don't you go work for these suits and do this?
I was like, hey, what's up, guys? You want to do like a mass suicide or something?
Hey, I've got some Kool-Aid here. If you'd like to try out, I sure do like that Kool-Aid. Enjoy.
Like, have you guys ever been to Jonestown? I hear it's nice this time of year.
It's fruit punch and cyanide flavor.
That's right. It's really, really good. I promise it won't kill you. You'll just meet our overlord.
We'll go to the other planet.
Speaking of dying, you guys ever think about killing yourself?
Suicide is nothing to laugh at. If you have a problem, please call the suicide.
Please call the suicide. We're not.
I'm not advocating that.
We're advocating of the cult.
I'm being very insulting of the cult that tried to initiate Hot Toddy.
That's
Yes.
right. We're being facetious here, but no, in no way are we making fun of those who suffer with depression.
No, not at all.
But no, yeah, it's been a scary week. I was around a lot of scary people, and that was another thing. Like business professional was the dress code. And I got some long sleeve button up shirts, and I got some pants, but I don't have a lot of that. So
he looks snazzy, but not necessarily professional.
I did too.
All the time.
Were you wearing a novelty tie?
No, I wore my nice long sleeve button up shirt.
He didn't wear a tie.
I didn't wear a tie. I drew the line at the tie, but I do have a nice sports coat. I wore that.
Yeah, you did wear that. And some, khakis.
Khaki pants. I got brown and black shoes. Blue. I think I got blue or gray shoes. But like, I got the whole 9 yards that would get by. But I walked in, and everybody else is wearing Windsor knots and black sports coats, and I'm just like,
to sell cell phone plans.
That's another thing. They the
no days off.
No days off. The thing about them, what they would say is like the reason why we want you to be business professionals is because people won't buy if they see somebody in a suit, they say that person's professional, and they'll come over and talk to you. I'm like,
no, they won't. I'd rather go up to somebody in a comedy shirt because then I could be like, hey, that's a nice shirt, and you could be like, it is. You know what else is nice? This direct TV service.
I'm not saying show up in your underwear and flip flops, but pair of jeans and a t-shirt, maybe like a pair of jeans, t-shirt, and the sports coat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like people do that style a lot. Or what I'm wearing, the button-up shirt over a t-shirt. It's open. You see the novelty tee. It says "Drink Coke." It's a Coke shirt. It says just
enjoy Coke.
Whatever, enjoy Coke. It's just a fun shirt. But you see somebody dressed up like that, and most of the people that worked there, most of these salespeople had the gel slicked back hair. Like the lizardy looking hair. It's like you don't go towards those people. You don't migrate.
Run from those people.
You know what those people are gonna do. It sucks.
Well, look, the American Psycho types.
Yes, not Norman Bates.
Patrick Bateman.
Patrick Bateman. That's right. Yeah.
I ran into people like those one time selling the AT&T at Walmart. And the only reason they got me actually to come up to them was because they were goofing around. They picked some of Walmart's toys off their shelves and were playing with the toys.
I would still run away. But
they were being kind of like goofy,
Yeah, I think I'd still run away.
Well, this was at a time I was very, very mad at Comcast.
Oh.
So I myself was actually kind of interested.
Did we know each other at that point?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But so that's my little soapbox. Again, if you do this job, good on you. I'm glad you're able to do it. It's just not for Hot Toddy.
It's also kind of like those people who sell Scentsy or, any of those, like, kind of tier plan things.
Yeah.
Like some people can do it. Some people do great at it. Some people just don't.
Some people are born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybelline,
Maybelline, sponsor us.